Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Apex Esports League. I'm JT, and tonight we're back for round 5 of the Vive Toyota GR86 Cup. We're coming to you from WeatherTech Raceway Laguna, Seca tonight, a legendary circuit featuring the world-famous corkscrew and demanding elevation changes. There's going to be expecting plenty of action tonight as our drivers take on this technical challenge. Our session tonight consists of a 10-minute practice, a 10-minute qualifying, and a 40-minute race. Conditions are clear with the sun rising over the track as the session progresses. With a 30% fuel cap, pit strategy and tyre management will play a key role in the race outcome. After an impressive drive in round 4, Ben Faulkner remains at the top of the championship standings. Can he extend his lead tonight, or will the competition be able to close the gap? Last time out, we're at Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Ben Faulkner dominated the field, taking a very clean victory with another strong performance. He solidified his position in the championship for tonight, but with the new track tonight, the door is still open for some challenges to shake things up. And while the stakes are still high, there's incredible prizes on the line, including the Vive Cosmos Elite for the series champion and a Vive Cosmos for a lucky draw winner. Some spectacular prizes up for grabs. And we'll take a look at tonight's battleground. WeatherTech Raceway Laguna, Seca, famous for its fast-flowing sections and the daunting corkscrew. And it's going to be reasonably interesting, especially with the new marble feature that iRacing has. So it's going to be demanding a bit of precision and skill tonight. A little bit tongue-tied tonight. So a small mistake could be quite costly to them, but it's going to be a good test for all drivers out on the track. If you're joining us for the stream, do jump in and say hello. This practice is underway now. We'll jump over and see how they're faring. Got a few times on the board in the practice already. Seeing Jeff Arnold. Eyes on our series leader, Ben Faulkner. Putting down a nice 36.2 in the practice. Pretty tight through the times going down. They stand good. Some contact in the rear there. A bit loose in behind. Not sure whose car that one was. About 18 drivers loading in. So a few drivers not yet getting times on the board. Minute 30 left to practice, and then there'll be 10 minutes to qualify. And with those championship points really tightening up across the standings, qualifying points here are going to be pretty important. And the smaller track and the more technical of a track is going to make it a little bit more difficult to get those qualifying laps in. Just loading in. 15 drivers getting times on the board. 7.3 seconds being the split between those 15. 136.26 is the quickest time in practice from our series leader, Ben Faulkner. Oh, turns in. And Clifton telling us all in the session just before of an injury on the finger and chopping the tip off with a lawnmower. So it's still managing to drive tonight. So very well done there, Mick. And Envy attempting that tonight. Scrambles out on track. We'll jump aboard for a lap around as well. For a hot lap. G'day, Brad.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah, good. Lucky you can't be on track with him tonight.
No, a bit disappointing, but that's all right.
So at least you can jump in and watch the race with us anyway. Might get you a screen to look at as well if you like, Brad.
Yep, that'd be wonderful, thank you.
And you should be able to see some stuff now, Brad.
Yep. And awesome, thank you.
Got a few gearing up for their first timed laps now. Most now out and about. Try and jump on board for someone who's close to starting a lap. It's about halfway to go. Ben Faulkner's into a pretty good solid lap at the moment. A pink and a green on the sectors. Another pink.
He definitely is a man to watch in this type of car. He's very good at the 86s.
Yeah, he's
very comfortable.
Got it down pat and very smooth.
Yes, definitely.
Might jump on board. Got him starting a lap now. So on board with Dan Barshis in the GR86. And a very difficult hairpin at and ready. Especially once there's been a few little offs and some traffic coming out of the pit lane during the race traffic. It's going to be rather slippery. And the 86 quite fun to throw through these sectors. Good little car to thrash around Laguna. Using a nice amount of track. Okay, a lot of speed. He might have lost a little bit of time in that. He's teetering with that gear shift. Must have been happy with it. And into the corkscrew. A little unsettled. Lap for Faulkner, not counting. Joshua Horton has a pole the first time laps. .036. You'll probably be able to see a 35 if he broke Brad. It might be a pretty quick night.
Yeah, you'd think so. Josh and Ben are definitely two guys, two super quick guys. I love using the exact millimeter to the extent of the track. So definitely both got it within themselves. A 35. There's a couple others that definitely got it as well if they get the right track space.
Only a few minutes left on that as well. Faulkner might have a little bit of trouble trying to get in a lap too. So that could be able to bring some of the championship points in a little bit closer if that ends up being the case.
Yeah, both Josh and Ben are just abandoned their laps percent, so looks like they're going to reset, maybe go again. Andrew Rushworth, they're jumping up to 4th at the time of 137.240.
Very tidy. Parks it up after the lap. Should be enough time to be able to slam another good hot lap in, maybe two. Some pretty tight times amongst there, but there's a fairly decent gap. A half a second gap between P3, P4. Yep. Ryan Price on the track, and he's got the police car out there that's looking pretty cool.
Probably livery a few people might not want to see behind them.
Yeah. Might make a few people a bit nervous and might pay off quite well. No real movement going on. Now they're all fairly established. They're all on hot laps. Oh, slide for Piccoli. Minute 10 left. Interesting to see how things go here for our series leader. There's a minute left on the clock. It should be on a hot lap. Having a bit of bad luck in the qualifying so far.
Yeah, I'd say whatever lap Ben might be on right now will be his only potential counted one. So I don't think he's far enough around to make it in time to have some time spare. So.
Yeah, he's only what 0.6 of the lap, and they usually moves across pretty quick on the shorter tracks.
He's going to be cutting it very fine if he can get close to that start-finish line before the time's up. So
Horton has it. Faulkner in tow now.
Yeah.
A few more corners.
Josh definitely helping Ben here, trying to help Ben give him time. So give him a nice little tow. Not a bad little tactic if it can work out. So.
And a good little slipstream here as they tuck in behind Ryan.
So they would definitely jump Ben up the time.
Did not count.
Ooh, maybe a dirty lap there.
No, a dirty lap. Yep, he's exited the car. Obviously not happy. Very unlucky. So potentially be seeing him start down towards the back end.
Definitely not like what Ben would normally be doing. Bit of an unfortunate result for Ben.
We just missed Simo's crash.
He'll have to work from the very back, but driver of his caliber should definitely come charging through the field. You think definitely sure.
Simo's crash. It's really they're not going to be able to catch it. There we go. Simo! Nicely chosen as well. That is gold. We'll take a look at these qualifying results very shortly. We've still got some drivers out on the track. Horton getting as much track time in as he can. Not sure if this is counting it as a timed lap or not. I'm getting sector data. I'll be lucky to be able to squeeze one in. We might get a full-blown improvement. No, not enough time. Let's have a look at our qualifying results now. Qualifying for round 5 of the Vive Toyota GR86 Cup at WeatherTech Raceway at Laguna, Seca. We have pole position driver Joshua Horton, and then the rest of the grid down to P18 is Caleb Dawson, Dan Bartish, Andrew Rushworth, Jamie Tung, John Wade, Mick Clifton, Ryan Bunt, Nicholas Martin, Andrew Martin, Matthew Fu, Jeff Arnold, Sam Tucker, Stephanie Piccoli, Phil Buckland, David Simmons, Ben Faulkner, and Seth Brown. And then Ryan Price in P19. And you get your name on there, Brad, as well.
Unfortunately, I won't be starting. So.
It's been some pretty tidy first laps, so it's going to be interesting to see how it goes at Laguna Seca. It's a much more tighter track compared to the other rounds so far.
In the previous rounds, quite a few people have. The first lap's been very clean, no matter where you are, down the front or towards the back. Everyone's been pretty respectful, and it's been nice. Got a couple of people out of place, Seth and Ben, you would think definitely would have qualified a lot higher, but
I think it was a later entry by
yeah, I think Seth didn't come in
as
till
well.
late. So. But he's in here, he's at the back. He can potentially be a bit of a gunner at the back for Ben and help Ben to get to the front a bit. So.
Yeah, all the drivers have red lights about to go green. Going to get us underway for round 5. A fairly steady getaway so far. Fair few passings going on down the field. Some good grid movement. Oh, it sounds like a little bit of rubbing. Well, his car spun. Oh, there's debris galore. Cars get back underway. Simmons, Buckland, and Tucker caught in that. Tucker getting pushed for quite a while. Horton starting to put a pretty solid lead over Dawson. Only 7 tenths already. This 3/4 of the way through. It was nearly a full lap here actually, his last corner. Side by side, Martin and Arnold. Ryan Price going in for an outside move to get around. And Jamie Tongue's closing in on the tail of Rushworth. And Dawson reeled in Horton now. Shaved off 4 tenths over the course of this lap so far. So much marbles on the track. Faulkner's on the move, now up 10 positions. Only on lap 2. Make that 11. Quickly on the move.
He's definitely made up some positions, and Seth, his teammate, has done a pretty good job as well, making up some positions in the first couple of laps.
Oh, there's a fun car, I think that's Fu. Ah, shocking spot to be turned around there.
Bit of a break in the car, so he's able to turn around safely. So. Definitely not the spot you want to be trying to do that, though.
No, he had to sit there and lose a fair few waiting for that gap. On the chase to Rushworth.
Maybe getting a bit of a run up the hill here.
Oh, Rushworth, unlucky. What is their wall? He manages to save the car. Just lose the spot. That's a better alternative. I think the car just took a little bit of dirt going down the corkscrew where it was expected to sort of lift the tyre.
Yeah, it doesn't take much up there, especially when you don't have line of sight of your braking marker until you're nearly right on top of it.
You just gotta hold on and hope you got it right.
Yeah, the way the track drops away.
And there we go, battle for the lead here. Dawson gets the job done at an Andretti hairpin.
Fastest lap of the race right now has been done by Ben Faulkner with a 1:36.56, so it's definitely on a mission right now.
It's very quick. And Dawson's probably going to have to try and charge ahead here as much as possible. Faulkner's only 5.2 away. He's able to usually drive away in most circumstances. This might be able to be enough to sort of tidy it up and make a bit more of a battle towards the back end. Tight little pack here between Wade and Martin. That's Andrew Martin. Jeff Arnold just up ahead. Oh, Bunt's just gone for a smash into the corner. That was a costly turn there. Slammed the inside wall in the last corner. Car seems to be, it doesn't want to turn left. Yeah, I think there's left wheel damage.
Oh yeah,
yeah, she's not healthy. She doesn't want to turn.
Nah, that's going to be very hard to turn left on any corner.
Yeah, that'll be an early stop. At least it's within pit window anyway. Just forcing the strategy. Mick's doing well for missing the top of one of his fingers. Racing out there, P8, down a spot. Oh, and Brown goes for a move. The corkscrew, what a pass. Oh, he's just left the box. Dawson still in the lead, followed by Joshua Horton. How close they are sitting. I get to see the engine that up close. Bunt's been in and used the fast repair. Some more tight battles forming up. Sam Tucker. Wade going for a move. There's Jeff Arnold lining up to get in on the action as well. Ryan Price tucking in behind. Another exchange for race lead down through turn 1 again. Seems to be where the move's going to be able to be sort of done. Hit that slipstream and then line up down through turn 1. Faulkner on approach to P3, a couple of seconds away, up 13 spots at the moment. Bartos runs out wide. A little bit too far back to be able to have a repeat of the pass done. Well, there's been an off for Clifton.
Oh.
Ryan Price gets the pass done over Arnold. Who looks to join in as well, runs through the inside into turn 1. Clifton brings in the car. There we go, Faulkner's making the move on Bartos. The job done before the corkscrew. That's a run of 14 cars now for Faulkner. Oh, unlucky.
Josh a little bit squirmy.
Oh, look at that little switch. Faulkner lines it up to the inside. That was quite well played. Oh, they've door to door, Horton and Dawson. .16 spots now sees Faulkner into the lead. Bartos runs wide. I'm pretty sure it was the same corner we caught him running out wide before. A kryptonite for him at the moment. Thanks for jumping on the stream. Shame we can't have you out on track, but glad to see you jump on and show the support. Thank you very much. So we don't have too many battles forming up. We've had a few come in for the pits.
And Mick and Ryan, who have already pitted once, so they should be clear to go all the way to the end from there. Mick putting a bit of pressure on Ryan right now.
And closed in pretty quick as well. Swing. Yeah, a lot more speed. Mick at the moment just seems to pick it up a lot more. There we go. Got Dawson on the move to the outside. He's caught in. An open opportunity for Bartosz, sneaks up into P3. Dawson on the hunt for Bartosz. They may have to even start looking to work together here. Horton's starting to be able to pull ahead. And Horton's dropped back. It'll be interesting just to see if Faulkner's had to use more fuel to try and get through the field, or if he managed to get through pretty seamlessly. It could come down to the box time.
Yeah, you would think so, because Ben's like fastest lap time is a good 600ths faster than anyone else in the entire track. So he's had to have pushed to get there, that's for sure. He's worked to get there. So. But no doubt Josh has definitely brought him a little bit of buffer there, so that will help. That will help Ben on the pit side of things when that comes. So. And as you said, Dan and Caleb, they're going to have to start working together whether they want to or not, really. The two Vermilion cars have been helping each other, and they just help themselves get away a little bit and help each other as they need to, and the other two fight it out.
Yeah, they've done pretty well to work with each other and get that extra bit of time and even fuel consumption as well.
Yep.
And here we go.
And that's been
Dan and Caleb might be working on it now.
Oh yeah, yeah. And that's been a thing these two Vermilion cars have done every round. They've just worked so good together when they're consistently helping each other, help each other save fuel,
and aware where each other are. It's been quite nice to watch, to actually be able to pick up some strategic ideas. And it's been neat to sort of see some little alliances form through different parts of the race just to try and get closer. It's been great. And I'll swap for the lead here. Gonna stay too wide for a lap by the look of it. Dawson and Bartosz are always going to do it as well.
Yeah, it's a bit reminiscent of the 77 Bathurst 1000 Ford 1.2. They're going a bit of a replica of that to a degree. Yeah. Side by side all the way to the end nearly.
Lifton and Bunt still at it down towards the back end. No one else has been into pit yet. Once he's the most furthest ahead out of the first stops. Coley has done a stop, pit lap 4. I'm not sure if it's going to be close enough. We've reached the halfway point now. We could expect to see a few dive in. We might do the rounds down through our drivers. Had a fair few drivers have just been sitting there for nice little buffer. It looks like Seth Brown retired as well. Still holding those gaps in the front. Dawson and Bartis may even need to try and pit together as well. If they split themselves up, they're going to lose that. In effect, to try and work together and chase down Horton and Faulkner, because they're holding on at the moment, but it's definitely going to be a bit shuffled. Honing in on Andrew Martin. Ooh, crash for Ryan Price. The oversteer at the exit. Turn 11. And off for Phil Buckland.
Dan Bartush has dropped off the back of Caleb a little bit, I noticed.
Yeah, he's fading off there. A little bit of an error. Buckland's into the pits. And it could come down to incident points in here as well. I'm picking up 10 off tracks for Faulkner potentially. Borton's showing as 6, Dawson 5, 9 for Bartish.
Yeah, I think Ben might have had an incident at the start with Sam Tucker, and that might have been with the cause of Sam spun, or maybe Ben took some evasive action and had an incident from that. So yeah, trying to avoid it. So because I know Ben was around that area at the time, and he definitely would have been fighting hard to try and get out and try and get to the front. And he's probably done what I probably do, which is use a couple on a couple corners to get that bit of extra track further up the track a little bit further. You use it up while you can if you got to. So no point saving it to the end, so you don't get any extra points. So
that's it. Well, Faulkner's just copped an extra 2 points potentially then. So we could see some drive-throughs come into play. This might really shake things up still. The two aren't working together so much now. They're starting to space out. Dawson's closing in very quick. Bartish has dropped right back. Hits in. Really good idea. Just starting to get a little bit of that fade mentally or just with the car in itself. Always good to come in. It'd be some pretty hard work out there trying to stay that tight as long as they have. Orton rolled back a little bit there, and Dawson got the run.
I definitely feel Josh is trying to save a bit of fuel right now, from what I'm seeing in the cockpit.
Yeah,
so
he's slowed off.
He let
Caleb
through. Off then and let Caleb through. Definitely then. That wasn't a pass on. No offense to Caleb, but that wasn't a pass Caleb made out of his own. Josh definitely let him go then. So. Which probably isn't a bad thing, because Josh now can make Caleb use the fuel if Caleb was trying to hold it back a bit. So
yeah. And their teamwork strategy might have had to change up if he's now getting the need to try and save from fuel.
Yeah, you'd think definitely Ben had to use a lot to get up there. So this could be a ploy by them to try and get Caleb to use it and level out the playing field towards the ends there. So. We're very smart as a team, that's for sure. Oh, Josh with a little fake to his pits.
Oh, yeah.
Looks like Mick finally got Ryan just up ahead of these guys. Yeah, Phil exiting the pits from Apex.
Rushworth comes in. Marsh just gets back out on track in P5. Where's that sitting in? Is it 30 seconds behind?
This is a very good pit exit track too. Very, very open and easy for you to run down that lane and not have to worry about entering in front of people. Unlike someone like Detroit, where you literally come out right on the racing line.
Yeah, he's one of the better ones. But the bit of the goat trail can catch a few drives. Oh, Bunt runs out wide as well as Clifton. Oh, jeez, that was tight.
Ben just slipping through the little guts. Messed around.
Just glided through.
Yep.
Barely lost any time on this lap.
No, he kept it up pretty well and picked the gap.
Yeah, and then these guys are all still at it. That's great.
Yep. Oh, you got Caleb in it. Oh, Mick. I don't know.
Oh, he just dodged as well. Was that Bunt's car, I think, that just avoided him?
Yep, Ben going to pits right now. Ben's entering pits and Caleb and Josh staying out.
Josh might be able to put some pressure on the Dawson.
Yeah, this is where Caleb will want to stay in the lead and try and push as hard as he can. He won't want to let Josh get in front, because then Josh might be able to slow him up a bit.
Then, yep.
Yeah, which is what you don't want. And then it looks like Josh is going to try and take it off of him.
He's definitely trying.
Yep. Caleb's definitely making it very hard for him. Not going to just hand it to him. That's good.
Yeah, he's pestering those mirrors.
Yep, Josh just showing in the
he's
mirrors,
lined it up.
making himself known.
He's going to be not so well lined for this next corner.
Swapping left and right, back across the mirrors on Caleb. Showing him he's there.
Dawson gets that car wide. Oh, he's going to get him at the corkscrew, potentially. Yep, he's lined up before. He's going to own the track for the rest of it now. Oh, and that's a smash for Dawson.
Oh, it's not what you want.
That was a pretty solid hit. That's got to be some heavy front damage.
Just unloaded. Yeah.
At least it's only into the tyre wall. It was heavy of a hit, but still. That just forced the stop. Easy out there now for Horton. Faulkner moves up in the P2 now. Dawson's in pits. We're getting most of the drivers coming in for their stops now. Dawson's on the journey out. Andrew Martin's also coming in, as is Sam Tucker. Simmons is on the jacks. I think it's only leaving 3 cars not having yet come in for a stop. John Wade, Nicholas Martin and Joshua Horton.
Nicholas Martin right now sitting in 4th, so if he's been able to save some fuel, he might. Who knows?
He might be able to last it.
Yep.
He only got to last pretty much just under 8 minutes. Mick Clifton has been able to show that it can be done. We had some close calls early in the series. Be interesting to see if it can be pulled off. And some large gaps between all the drivers now. It's really mixed up. And letting Ben Faulkner through. Martin's on the journey out now.
You got John's coming as well. John Wade for a pit stop.
So run by our current race leader. We did witness doing some fuel saving and some other different interesting strategies at play.
Here he comes now.
Yeah.
Nice clean entry from Josh there.
That was very quick in.
I think if I've ever gone that quick, I've headed straight into that wall. Definitely be tricky given the very tight turn.
Horton hasn't made it to the box yet. Faulkner will be on the journey down pit straight. Quick splash and back underway.
think you're literally going to see Josh come directly up behind Ben.
I mean, nicely timed between the two here. Look at this. Oh, tidy.
More than enough clean room for...
And it is a lovely pit exit. And they showed exactly how it can be done. Now it's going to be a pretty comfy drive for Faulkner and Horton as well. Got 9 seconds away from P3. We've only less than 5 minutes on the clock now as well. Probably a comfy drive for Bartosz to bring home a podium finish. Dawson's 8 seconds behind. Seca recovery. The moment from Ryan Price. Another gap closed in between a couple. Sam Tucker and John Wade. A couple of laps left in it. He's contesting for P10.
Oh, Wade.
Unlucky for Wade.
Not a lot of damage there for how fast he seemed to go in, shoot off there.
That was rather lucky.
Might have got away with that.
Seems to be doing all right. Stays out on track. That's lucky. Arnold's having to come in the pits. Doing a spin for Simmons. Well, that's on approach to turn 11. Trying to get around. Oh, that's the pit exit. I'll spin around down through turn 2. Oh, getting a few little blink outs. Connection is interrupted briefly.
Another off track from Ben just then. He must be definitely getting high on the incident points.
Yeah, my off track is saying 17. It's not accurate because it can't get any actual live data.
Yep.
For incident points, but I reckon 17 accounts. That could be a drive-through. And then that's white flags. It's 40 minutes on the clock. There's a penalty sitting here at the moment. This could be very unfortunate. Had a shuffle around in the positions before.
Ben making Josh use an off track just then.
And we're going to play with each other now. A final lap.
I definitely got the time to burn, so might as well enjoy yourself.
That's definitely. Checkered flag out. Things are looking good for the series leader, Ben Faulkner. Take race win. Joshua Horton P2. Josh has some fun out in the dirt.
Very nice third for Dan.
Nicely done. Dawson was P4, P5 for Rushworth. Young takes 6. Nice result, Nicholas Martin at P7 up 2 spots. And Matthew Fu as well, up 3 spots here for P8. Martin at P9. Sam Tucker to bring it up for P10.
Not a bad result for Sam in his first lap.
Yeah, being pushed along for a good while.
He got turned early, so...
Yeah, good comeback. And about 3 spots from it as well. Well, there's a chase to the end here between Ryan Butt and Jeff Arnold. Arnold gets it done. And that should be all drivers across the line now. Take a look at our race results. Round 5 of the Vive Toyota GR86 Cup at Laguna, Seca. Our race winner is Ben Faulkner, taking the top of the podium. And then also on P2, Joshua Horton. And in P3, Dan Bartish. And then the rest of our standings down through to P18 is Caleb Dawson, Andrew Rushworth, Nicholas Martin, Matthew Fu, Andrew Martin, Jamie Tung, Sam Tucker, John Wade, Jeff Arnold, Ryan Bunt, Ryan Price, Mick Clifton, David Simmons, Stephanie Piccoli, and Phil Buckland. And P19, Seth Brown. And your lucky name there, Brad. Let's see if you guys are over for a yarn. And we got Ben and Dan. Let's bring them in for a chat. And congratulations, guys.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah, thanks, JT.
It was a pretty good drive out there for you.
Yeah, it was
Well, yeah, it was pretty sloppy. I don't deserve to be on the podium. That should be Caleb's spot, that one. But yeah, pretty sloppy on my behalf. But yep, I'll take it when I can get it.
Yeah, that's it. And yes, it looked like there was some decent runs that you were getting out there. You were working 2x2 for a good while, trying to chase down Ben and Josh. Was it you and Caleb working together for a little while?
Well, I was trying to work with Caleb, yeah. I think Ben and Josh were just playing with us a bit there to start with, but that's all right. We had a bit of fun there, and yes, I was trying to work with Caleb to stick with him, not trying to fight Caleb. But yeah, anyway, the inevitable happened, and the two boys ran away at the end.
Yeah, solid drive, Ben. Have some bad luck in qualifying and then run the field for 16 spots.
Yeah. Me and Josh turned up late from life stuff, so we didn't get time to practice, and then I just wobbled every single lap in quali and started in the back. But it was good fun. It was good fun coming up through the pack, going enjoy making overtakes and battling with people. So it was,
looked like you weaved through it pretty easy and quickly as well.
Yeah, it's good fun. It's good practice as well for other kinds of racing that I do. Me and Josh do. So I enjoy it a lot, especially in this car. It's good to have wheel battles with slow cars.
Definitely. There's any fuel saving that was contemplating for the start of it originally, or did you mix up anything? We thought you might have been looking to do some fuel saving and then probably pester Caleb for a little bit, but to try and push in a little bit of a gap. We didn't know if you might have been contemplating going for a no stop.
I think Josh thought about it, but then we quickly realized that it's not really possible or not really feasible for any of the rounds. So we sort of just, I think from now, just gave up on it. It's more just worth pushing, making a gap and then pitting.
I did do a few laps there that I was fuel saving, and just seeing the pace, and after doing some fuel mapping, it would have came out probably 3 or 4 seconds ahead of me anyway.
And it was quite impressive where he's joined back up after your pit stop as well, when he's got those wrapped up, joined out exactly at the same time at the pit exit. It was perfectly timed. Looked like what you were trying to achieve. So well done with that. And it was quite fun seeing you out there giving it all, and especially last lap shenanigans as well, forcing each other down for some moves, but it was great to see.
Yeah, he likes to hold the inside, old Benny, but each to their own. He had good pace tonight, and massive one to Dan Bartouche, although Brad didn't get so lucky. But I see Dan in a lot of other series as well, and he's always a great drive.
Yeah, it's always good fun running with you boys. You give me a carrot to chase. So the carrot's starting to slowly get bigger in my vision. So that's got to be a good thing.
Definitely is. And it'll be some good, interesting fun at Red Bull Ring for next week as well. At least it'll be a little bit more open than what Laguna Seca is, but still very fast and technical.
I'd wish the schedule's looking a little bit tight at the moment. I don't know if I'll be able to make it to Red Bull Ring, but I'll try my best to get there because it is a great track to go along with.
Yeah, definitely.
Good fun the Red Bull Ring.
It is. Looking forward to seeing some good action there next week, especially after everything we've seen so far in the series and again tonight. So thank you for putting on a great show for us. And then we'll hand over the shout outs to Ben.
It was just the usual, Million Motorsports, Jaime Setups, Race Lab Overlays, Nathan 96 Designs, Supernova Motorsports, VX Coaching, thekartshop.com.au. Thanks to my dad as well, who I think's been watching. And thanks to you boys as well for a great race and series.
Excellent, thank you. And Josh?
Big shout out to Vermilion Motorsports, Race Lab Overlays, Verb Designs, Supernova Motorsports, Hamo Setups, Vermilion X Coaching, The Kart Shop, Lux Metalworks, and to you guys who run the series. It's a great one to be a part of.
Thanks, Josh. And over to you, Dan.
Yeah, thanks, mate. I'll break it up a little bit. I won't repeat what those boys just said. Thanks to ETS Motorsports, Proline Esports, Eastern Tour Services, Big Matt's Computer Services, and of course, as always, my old man who always watches and gives me pointers the following day, which I'll get plenty of tomorrow.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan. Well, congratulations, guys, and all the best of luck next week.
Thank you very
Thanks,
much.
boys.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Have a great night, everyone.
Yeah, see you guys.
And it's an interesting race to be able to see tonight, and good to have you in the commentary box, Brad. Unlike you can't be out on track, but always good to be able to get you in on the racing this way anyway.
Yes, thank you very much for having me. It's very different to see it from this perspective. So it's much more nicer and more comfy with this nice little air-conditioned commentary box.
Yeah, you
so.
can put your feet up and have some snacks and enjoy some good racing.
Yeah, I might have to come more often.
Might have to. Yeah, well, thanks for joining us tonight, and the door's always open if you want to jump back in. Thanks for joining us.
Thank
No
you.
worries.
Bye.
And that wraps up tonight for round 5 of the Vive Toyota GR86 Cup. And a huge congratulations to Ben Faulkner for securing the win tonight. And then rounding out the podium, we have Joshua Horton in 2nd and Dan Bartish in 3rd after a great drive on track. And then next up, round 6 takes us to Red Bull Ring GP. It's a short, hilly circuit that should boast a lot of action, and it's definitely not one to be missed. You can join us live next week at 8:05 PM Australian Eastern Daylight Time for all the action. Make sure to follow us and get notified when we go live, and you can catch full race replays on our YouTube channel and stay updated on standings through our social media pages. A special thanks to our sponsors and partners, Pagnett Advanced Simulation, Vive, Fanatic, Dubby, Razor, Stump Grinding Central Coast, and Chubby Buns Burgers. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Good night.